G'day and welcome to this episode of Ranger Touring. We're out here at Girraween National Park, in the newer section. So the older section is, so you keep following the track and it goes back to the bit that's a bit more closed in under the trees. But for this weekend we camped with my parents and they wanted unobstructed solar because they're here for a few days. It's still a really nice spot. You're just on the edge of where all the walks are, so in that direction there, that sort of mountain you can see behind the trees, that's the pyramids. But then today we're going to do the southern walks, which would be Castle Rock, and then we're going to pick either Mount Norman or Turtle Rock and the Spinx. So we'll work that out a bit later. And then on Sunday, just before we leave, we're going to try one of the little four-wheel drive tracks. It's a very simple track, just out the back of the national park, just for a bit of fun as well. It's going to be a good episode. Tune in. As you come in, there's the day use area on the left hand side, which you've got the pyramids, and you've got Bald Rock, which are probably the two more popular ones. Then as you go to the right, you've got the Spinx, Turtle Rock, Mount Norman, and Castle Rock. All really awesome to go to. Mount Norman's the longest one at 5Ks. I think that's only in one direction as well, so it's definitely the longest walk. And then a little bit further down the road, past the day use areas, you've got a few options like Dr. Robert's Waterhole, the Underground Creek, which again are really good, but you do need a bit of rainfall for them to be exciting. So maybe pick your time when you do those ones. Castle Rock, not really getting that, but Spinx, that's pretty close, and Turtle Rock, that's pretty close. Crack Rock. So we've been going for about an hour now, and you can just see the Spinx through there. That's that top rock there. You can go right under it and walk under it and everything, so pop up there and have a quick squeeze. If you haven't picked it already, Girraween is very famous for its granite rocks. They're just everywhere and they seem to just balance on nothing. There's the arrow.
imagination.
Well, I mean, it does look like a turtle shell a bit, and then that's meant to be the head. Anyway, it does say end of track, but there is a track that goes up, all the way up. So we'll crack on. So you can get to the top of Turtle Rock. There's this little trail. If you keep following past the sign, it does start to look a little bit more overgrown and unofficial. It does require a bit of climbing. Nice, Mum. Then up to the right. Oh, cool. Still there. Top of Turtle Rock. You've got the Spinx obviously just there. You can see Castle Rock, which we're going to do on the way back, just behind it. And then way down the back is the pyramids and Bald Rock. There's a point where you need to split off if you want to do Mount Norman, which is the longest walk here, being a 10k return. Girraween has some pretty awesome walking tracks on offer. All of them are entertaining for different reasons, but obviously the most popular is the pyramids because it's right out of the day use area and it's the most notable landmark. But I personally like these two because they're, I don't know, they're a bit of fun, a bit more out of the way. You don't really get the crowds and you still get the awesome experience with great views. Gonna make our way back down now and head towards Castle Rock. That's probably one of the more daunting ones. The pyramids are steep for sure, but it's quite a gradual sort of slope and you don't really feel like you could fall off a cliff necessarily, versus Castle Rock, which is a bit more of a drop off. Uphill. $580 meters, almost there. This is the top of Castle Rock. Beautiful views in 360 degrees. Took like, it's 580 meters from the turn off and just under 2k's I think from the campsite. Pretty cool. Very windy though. He does remind me of Cheddar, just the ears. One's got a bit of a weird eye. Girraween's turned into a pretty popular spot at the moment. They've just done a whole bunch of work to this sort of camping area, which has made it just pretty full on. And they've still got the main area at the back, but instead of the drive-through sites for caravans, it's now mostly just camping. So you have to walk your gear in. So those spots at the front are mostly for caravans, camp trailers, etc. Really beautiful though. The kangaroos started sort of creeping in from about 3 o'clock this arvo, and they're just now hanging out in the fields and starting to descend into a bit of a chilly night. We didn't really do that much this afternoon. We got back from the walk at about 1, sort of 2, and then just relaxed around the campfire for the afternoon, which has just been awesome because you know, a couple of k's of walking and a lot of it uphill. It's pretty exhausting, so we're pretty keen to relax. And then tomorrow we're going to check out one of the 4 drive tracks around the area, and we'll head up from there. Should be fun. So this morning we grabbed a coffee from my parents' caravan. They've got a big inverter so they can run a coffee machine, which is really nice compared to our instant coffee. So nice break from that. And then we're just going to do this little 4-drive track that takes you around to the back of Mount Norman. Now this track is pretty easy. It's actually the first place I ever took my car off-road. It had less than 1,000 Ks on it when we did the track. So it'd be nice to go back there and see the difference. You know, now that I've done a fair bit of 4 driving and the car's a lot more kitted up. It should be a little bit of fun. Girraween is awesome. It's October now and it was pretty chilly at night still, so don't forget to pack your warm clothing. But you will not regret coming to this place, because if you like bushwalks, this is the place for you. Trek out to the back of Mount Norman is pretty simple. Arguably you can do a lot of it in 2-wheel drive. I haven't really even let my tyres down for this one, just sort of cruising along at 1st, 2nd gear, high range. Just taking it slow, but very simple. You know, it does say on the sign that it can become boggy and rutted out if there's bad weather, but it's dry as anything today, and it's all the creeks are dried up, so it's not much of a challenge at all. So good drive, good spot to come if you're a bit of a beginner. So we've taken that 4-wheel drive track now, which takes you to the Mount Norman day use area. There's a bit of a car park, and then on the far side is the day use area. From here you can follow the walking track up to Mount Norman, and it's about 1.5 K is what I'm looking at, I think, off the sign. It's also, so from Girraween, if you want to follow the trail around, sort of heading east, and then sort of doing the loop back around to the west, that's a 4-wheel drive track. But if you want to come in through Wallangarra, you can take 2-wheel drives. There's a bunch of corollas here. We're going to follow that way on the way out. Longest walk at Girraween National Park, except unless you want to do it from this side, which we've done this morning, and then it's pretty midfield. It's pretty steep on the way up here, but you know, pretty easy enough for you know, younger people, I guess. We have seen a couple of people doing it for a bit older in age, and they seem to be okay as well. Just take your time. Girraween National Park is an absolute paradise out here for walking tracks. You've got to come check it out. We're going to head off now. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Ranger Touring.